guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you today a few reasons why I'm enjoying my online education and why I really like WGU. First off, probably the most obvious one is going to school online is super convenient. It's so nice to wake up in the morning, I'm in my PJs, I don't have to worry about getting ready and trying to find something to wear to go to school and all of that. I can literally wake up, roll over, grab my laptop, and study. It's especially nice when the children haven't gotten up yet and I have about an hour and I can just get a lot done and be productive right from the comfort of my own bedroom. So that is awesome. I also don't like being tied down to deadlines and times and I gotta be here at 8 p.m. for this class and I have to stay for 2 hours and all that stuff. I can literally work in segments of like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I can block off an hour. Whenever it's convenient for me, I can get things done and I can progress in my degree. The second thing I'm really enjoying is they do give you a program mentor. That is a person who follows you through your journey and they help you along the way. My program mentor had been a teacher for over 20 years. She has 3 daughters just like I do, so we have something in common already. Now she works for WGU, of course, but she was a teacher and so she has all kinds of experience to pull from, and anytime I ask her questions or I have concerns, she's right there. They're also there to vent to for support, like if you're getting overwhelmed or whatever. I'm not overwhelmed yet, hopefully I never will be, but I have vented to her about the fact that I am nervous about the demonstration teaching and the student teaching at the end of the course, and she just assured me about that. And it's nice to have someone right there who you can talk to about your thoughts and your concerns and your worries and all of that. They do check up on you weekly, which is nice. Any questions you have are answered at that time, or you can email them through the week and they'll get a hold of you. She's really quick at getting back with me, so that is super convenient, and I'm really loving that feature about WGU. The third thing that I absolutely am in love with about this school is the fact that they have so many resources. They have a wellness resource where if you need help with maybe you're battling depression, or maybe you have been clean from drugs or alcohol and you're trying to stay sober and you're trying to better yourself through your education, they support you in that. They have marriage counseling. There's help with parenting. There's any kind of thing counseling or help that you need, mental health wise or whatever, advice. They have all kinds of resources that you can get in contact with and they'll help you through, and that to me really shows how much they care that you are successful, and it says a lot about the university. Other helpful centers like a math center, which is self-explanatory. They have a writing center. That is for people who struggle with writing. I personally love writing, but what I don't like and what they're probably going to have to help me with is the APA writing. It's like quotations and citations and, paraphrasing, oh my, it's just, I cannot stand APA papers. I did finish English Composition 1 and 2 with my last degree, so I'm so grateful I don't have to retake those. Those credits did transfer, woo! But I still have to write APA papers for, so I'm able to pass the different classes that I'm going through. So I may have to utilize the Writing Center for that. They also have a personal development center where they help you to prepare your cover letter, your resume. They help you to know what you need to do when you're about to go for an interview, anything that will help you be successful after you graduate. So that's awesome that that resource is available, and I'll probably be using that. I think they also help you set up your LinkedIn account or update it so that it's more relevant or so that it's more eye-catching. And it's really nice to have different things available to you so that you're more marketable once you're done with your degree. Another thing I'm really enjoying is the fact that while I am going through this course, I'm not worried about a bunch of student loans piling up. With WGU, a full year is around $600, and that includes your textbooks because everything is electronic. So you don't have to worry about finding the cheapest textbook on Amazon or finding someone who has it and getting it on the cheap. You can just click the link and go to whatever resource you need. The text is right there for you and available. They tell you what pages you need to read. It's just awesome. The other thing that's really cool is the tech department. They will help you with anything, even if it doesn't pertain to your course. For example, I had a laptop that I just purchased and I was using it and it was running really slow. So I contacted the IT department and I was able to get help. So that was really nice. I don't have to worry about contacting a separate place for my personal use and them for my school use. I can just contact the same department for anything I have in my home that goes wrong. Technically, I can call them. And one of my other favorite things about WGU is that I can accelerate through my classes. For example, I'm taking 2 classes right now, and I pretty much know the content of both of them. I have been reading a whole lot in one of them to get more information so I make sure that I'll pass. But you do take a pre-assessment, and that kind of lets you know what you need to study and how competent you are in those areas. And I passed both of them, and I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna pass them. So that's not something I have to spend a whole lot of time on. And that's good because then I can move on to something that challenges me, which will probably be my next class. It deals with things that I've never really looked into, but it's fun. I like learning. This is all part of it, and I'm excited to move on and go through it quickly. One thing I want to note though, and I said this in my first video, just because you're accelerating does not mean that you're not learning. You cannot accelerate unless you know the content. That's just how it's set up. You have to be able to know it. You can't cheat your way through it. Even when you take a test, it is proctored. So that means you can't cheat. You can't have a sheet in front of you and copy answers. You can't look up things on Google. You have to know the answers to those exam questions or you don't make it through. My final and favorite thing about online learning is that I have plenty of time to spend with my family. I can manage my time in such a way where when my children are home, I have time with them, I can sit down with them, I can play games with them, help them with their homework. We can watch a movie, have movie nights. We went out for fireworks tonight. You know, I have time to do things because I can work when they're asleep or they're at school, and that really makes, you know, school life balance work out. You know, it's really a good thing. I don't want ever to be so busy with something that my family is back burner. You know, my family is the most important thing to me. All we really have in life are relationships, and I firmly believe that. And so I always put them first. But with going to school online, I can manage my time in such a way that everything is included, and I feel at the end of the day like I've been really productive, but I've also really invested in those relationships. So yeah, those are the things that I love about online learning and the things that I'm enjoying about WGU. If you are considering going back to school and you just feel like maybe your schedule's too full or you really can't do it, just look into online classes, look into online school. Just make sure the school is regionally accredited, make sure it's not a degree mill, make sure the statistics around the school are positive as far as graduation rate and employment after graduation. Look around for reviews. Things like that are important, but you know, just try it out to see if that's something maybe you can include in your life. Education is wonderful. It's always better to be bettering yourself, and you know, you can get promotions. There are things, good things that are brought by education. So just think about it. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss the next video.